delayed his trip?
No, seriously, I can't say it's insensitive. This is an event that happened like a week or some days back, couple of days back, and when it happened, the president sent a powerful delegation down there, led by his chief of staff, like 5 or 6 ministers, the service chiefs, and everybody went to have a kind of on-the-spot assessment of what actually happened. So it was days after. While things are ongoing, the chief of army staff was there yesterday, yesterday, Saturday, 21st, he was there and to see for himself. And these are people that are relevant to what is going on the ground. So Mr. President traveled for his annual medical checkup, for his vacation,
which he uses for his medical treatment.
So we can't prioritize or we can't state the major reason why he has gone for that. But all we know is that as a president, he has the right to go for his vacation, and he has chosen this time to go, perhaps for some good reasons. So I think we should just leave it at that and not take it up on the president.
Okay, so
yes.
You mentioned how the whole social media thing showed, he can't be in Germany at the same time as
he can't be dead in Germany at the same time holiday
but
UK.
Doesn't that call to question the same problem which we had with the late President Yar'Adua, where our presidents have to go abroad for healthcare? Why can't they get that healthcare right here in Nigeria? What's the point of building all these hospitals if we can't even treat people in government?
Well, I must confess, is a kind of failure in governance, and it didn't just start now. It's been there over time.
But that's part of the change, or right now, in your words, progress that has been promised. So one would say that let that be the hallmark of the past administrations, but with this administration, can't we begin to see ministers, the president, the vice president being treated?
Especially with the billions allocated to the health sector. I think it's one thing.
Not to mention the fact that Nigerians can't access Forex even when they have health issues, and some of them are now forced to stay back in Nigeria.
Yes.
So shouldn't the leaders also go through what the common man is going through?
Well, they should go through it, but if at that age, Mr. President feels that he has the legitimate earning from his legitimate earnings and the privileges attached to his office constitutionally, out of which he can take and to go for his vacation, without.
But you did say it's a failure on governance because billions have been allocated to the health sector, and yet this is not leadership by example.
Well, that's true, but I'm also saying something now, that within the legitimate earnings of the president,
he's free to spend his money.
The way he has a liberty. It is not in the constitution that he must do this, he
but
must do that.
But don't you think, as the president, he's setting an example and is the tone? You remember at the beginning of this administration, it was all about his body language. So if his body language is checking out of the country to deal with his issues, then what does that say to everybody else?
As long as it's still within his legitimate, and he's doing that within his legitimate earnings, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Then it's left to Nigerians to now view it from whatever angle, that they feel that, well, Mr. President, you have promised that we can assess this, we can assess that, yet you can go. Then he also owes them the responsibility, to explain that I earn so amount within a year. I should be able to take part of it to do whatever I feel I want to do within the confines of the Constitution. So I think he has not breached the Constitution, which is one thing that he has been elected to protect. So I think that has covered for everything. So other things, is just about the polity. Governance is one thing that he has promised also, and I think he's doing that within his capacity. The people are watching. So if he's taken from the coffers of Nigerians, illegally, and going to treat himself with it, him and his family, I think that's where he'll be called to question. But right now, I don't think there's anything wrong in seeking medical treatment abroad within his legitimate earning. But again, I think we need to come down to the level of the masses of this country, to fix the health infrastructure and other infrastructures too. So we'll be able to, have it boldly, or say it boldly. Campaigns will come, elections will come. You still need to go and meet the people.
So he wouldn't have to send his children abroad for schooling. He wouldn't have to go, you know, even though he has the money and he's not breaching anything in the constitution, but so that the common man, the masses, will be able to enjoy this infrastructure. Now, still on the area of social media, you're aware of the video that went viral of Governor Ajimobi addressing the students, right?
Yes.
And you know that a longer version has come out, but do you feel that that has been able to placate, you know, the furor and the anger that Nigerians felt and reacted?
Well, like you said, I think it's all about the social media, and it's something that we need to be very careful about. You know, a friend was talking about how to address this issue if he were in the shoes of the governor, and he said it's just simple. He can just tell the students, hey, students, you have to listen to me. If you don't listen to me as your leader, as the governor, and as your father and as the governor, then I'm not ready to listen to you. Rather than saying, bring that boy. Now today, they shut the school. And I told him, I reminded him also, do you know that clip was chopped, you know, was edited, seriously edited, and taken out of context.
But
in this case,
questions like, did I chop your money?
Yes.
Did I shut your school down?
No,
was that edited?
I understand. These are things that were said in the midst of a whole lot of statements by the government. They were said. But you see, because if the lengthy statement or the lengthy video was played, those statements will be seen as very negligible. They were not deliberate statements. I told that friend, sorry, that I was saying earlier, that said that he's going to tell you, if you're not ready to listen to me, I will not listen to you. That, do you know that those phrases you said can also be edited as, I will not listen to you. And it will be played everywhere, and people will say, the governor said he cannot listen. So I think the bone of contention right now is that after the video, if it were a genuine situation, and a video that is also, that was a video that was recorded, after which scenarios or incidents has happened. The students, the management, stakeholders have met like twice, and promises were made. Just yesterday, Friday, the money has been paid and the school is about to open. Yes.
Thank you so much, Ahmed, for joining us on Rubbin Minds. We'll be going on a quick break, but do stay with us. Thank you.
Now it is my turn. Just want